The UFC 310 press conference just took place featuring Alejandro Pantoja, Kai Asakura, Shavkat Rakhmonov, Ian Gary, Cyril Gane and Alexander Volkov. And oh my God, that was the craziest press conference I've ever seen in my entire life. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Now, I went into this press conference thinking, oh my God, this is going to be really boring. No one on stage is really going to do anything. There's not going to be any back and forth. This is going to be the worst press conference ever. But I was shocked by some of the people up on that stage. Alejandro Pantoja and Shavkat Rakhmonov, after what they did up on that stage to their opponents at that press conference, you can call it, this is just chaotic promoting for a fight. You know what I mean? This is just some crazy promotional technique. All's fair when it comes to promoting a fight. I disagree. I don't think they should be able to fight this weekend after what they were doing up on that stage. Now, in Pantoja's defense, Asakura did start it, okay? Pantoja's up there, and you remember Pantoja in his post-fight speech when he won the belt was like, are you proud of me now, Dad? Are you proud of me, Dad? And then Asakura went up there and literally said to him, your dad still isn't proud. This is why he ditched your mum to raise you and your siblings on her own, the fucking bitch. And he starts up there screaming and, like, I don't want to say slurring, but he was up there saying some things, and he was going off about how he's glad Pantoja's dad left his dumb ass and bitch ass to fucking be raised by his coward of a mum. He started calling his mum a coward. And then out of nowhere, when you thought Pantoja was going to hold his stoicism, I can't reenact this part, but believe me, I want to, just for historical accuracy moving forward. But I don't even want myself on camera doing what Pantoja did back to Asakura. He took his fingers, either side of his eyes, stretched them to the side, and went, oh, hero, Asakura, and said that live at a press conference for the UFC. Insane, beyond, some say it's over the line, some say it's over the line, and he was saying things up on there like, oh, I play StarCraft and all of this type of stuff, and started yapping about League of Legends up there, and the entire time he's holding his eyes, stretching them to the side in the face of Kai Asakura, and he starts screaming like Hiroshima, Nagasaki, all of this crazy shit, dude. All of this crazy stuff, and this is for, he starts saying this is for Pearl Harbor and all of this, and starts fucking stretching his eyes to the side, and everyone's getting really uncomfortable up on stage. So uncomfortable that Alexander Volkov, to stop Pantoja from what he's doing, and he's calling, you fucking doggy, and he's stretching, it's crazy what's going on this stage, and Pantoja's lost all control. Lost all control. He's hopped up on the fucking table of the press conference, stretching him to the side. Like, I don't want to do it, because I will get in trouble, but he's got his fingers either side of his eye. Crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's your fault that we went into a pandemic, and he's like, you fucking dog eating, you bat eating freak, and he starts screaming all of this stuff at Asakura. And Asakura starts crying at the press conference. Seeing this, Volkov steps into his aid, and he grabs Pantoja by his leg off of the desk and starts swinging him above his head like this, and launches Pantoja into the crowd. Okay? Don't even get me started on what Shavkat Rakhmonov was doing up there, though. That was the craziest part of the press conference. Now, I thought, at a certain point when I started calling Ian Gary's a cug, this and all, I'm making all these allegations and stuff based on, real evidence. I started to think to myself, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is a really normal relationship and there's nothing weird going on here. But then when I tell you that Shavkat Rakhmonov walked out with Ian Gary's wife and just started giving her back shots on the stage in the press conference, I've never seen mental warfare like it. I've never seen mental warfare like it. He brought her up on stage in one arm, brought a chair up in his other arm, places the chair in the corner of the press conference, points Ian Gary to go sit there, and he just starts going to town. Ian Gary's like confused. He wants to keep up his image, but he's also like really in a state of euphoria over this, and he's just fucking, and then, dude, Volkov just drops it on Gane hard R. Craziest press conference we've ever seen. Never seen anything like it. Cyril Gane starts speaking French, and Volkov starts singing Utters in Paris. Unhinged press conference. Cyril Gane's up there. Je l'ai pas, je m'appelle Cyril, you know. And he starts saying all this stuff, and then Volkov just starts going dun 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 dun. Bar so hard, motherfucker. And he starts really, really rapping it quite well for his English. Insane. Never seen anything like it. No, I'm joking. It was a shit press conference. Nothing really happened. I'll give up the game now. Yeah, nothing really happened. They just sort of said some things to each other. Asakura said he wants to make flyweight great again. I will say this. Never let that man back on stage without a fucking translator ever again. I know he was trying and he was doing well. But it's just, it wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? But Asakura was doing good. He said he's going to make flyweight great again. He's trying to appeal to the American audience. I get it. Good move there by Asakura. He had aura up there, to be fair, with his outfit. The guy is like taking in the luxury treatment that he's getting from the UFC, pretty much. He's coming in his debut and he's getting a title shot at flyweight. And he's acting like the man around. You know what I'm saying? Pantoja was up there saying, you know, he's going to humble him. And this is, you're hopefully going to get him more respect amongst the MMA fans. And how happy he is to get a new challenger, I guess. That was another thing that he was saying. Other than that, what really happened in the press conference? Shavkat, Rakhmonov, Ian Gary had a pretty intense face-off. Ian Gary trash-talked Colby Covington, saying that he would dog-walk him for 25 minutes. And that was a huge part of it. And that was a part of the press conference, I guess. Shavkat and him went back and forth about what they're going to do, and, you know, I'm going to take his O, and this is a big matchup, and onwards to the title fight after this. There wasn't really anything crazy that went down as far as I remember. Maybe I'll look back at the highlights to see if I've missed anything, but I don't think I did. Yeah, Charles Oliveira was in the crowd. Ian Gary is using Charles Oliveira to be liked by MMA fans, and I just won't tolerate it. I won't tolerate it any longer because it's not cool. He's using Charles Oliveira. Starts speaking Portuguese at one moment really badly. But he starts bringing up Charles Oliveira just to get cheers from the crowd. And it's just unfair. Shouldn't be allowed. You should be hated forever and you need to win us over on your own. Okay? I don't know. Pretty shit press conference. At one point, a reporter was asking, and this is the problem with these reporters, they are retarded. They start asking Cyril Gane and Alexander Volkov, you guys fought each other before in your heavyweights. How is the power of your opponent, would you say? That's the question they're getting asked. Volkov gets a good joke out of it because he's a Chad. But Cyril's just up there saying, oh, I don't know, he packs a punch because he's heavyweight, you know. And that's that. Like, what other answer are you going to fucking get? And then Volkov says, it went to decision, so not very hard, I guess. And everyone starts chuckling at Volkov. And the real star of the show at this press conference, nothing really happened. The entire thing has been overwhelmed by Jamal Hill getting punked by Pereira at the PI, which I may make a video about early tomorrow, I reckon. But the main star was the guy that was screaming random shit during the face-offs. I don't know who he was. I thought it was like Mick Maynard at one point that was just yapping from the sidelines. But he was really loud. This one guy in the crowd. And during like the Cyril Gane Volkov presser, I think he was saying, there's some big boys. There's some big boys up there. And you could just hear him over the entire audience. And it was kind of... And then at one point when they did Asakura and Pantoja's face-off, this guy just stands up. This absolute fucking hillbilly. Stands up and goes, we don't want no K-pop champion. I'm like, dude, he's Japanese. He's not even Korean. We don't want this K-pop fucking Kim Jong-un motherfucker up here. And I'm like, dude, chill out. This guy in the crowd, like, Kai Asakura is Japanese. He is not Korean. Go back to your fucking K-dramas, you fucking weeb. And he starts screaming. Dude, you've got the wrong, you're targeting the wrong, you know? This guy has got all these Korean-themed insults ready for Asakura at this face-off with Pantoja. And I'm just like, dude, he's Japanese. What is this guy doing? You know what I mean? I don't know what else is Korean enough to make a joke about there. But he was literally screaming like, we don't want a K-pop champion. Speak for yourself. I make a living off this sport, and with Asakura as champ, the views would be rolling in for the flyweight division. So, speak for yourself, buddy. I want Asakura as champion. He's got aura, dude. And he's a big guy for the flyweight division. But a lot of them are taller than Pantoja, so I've sort of come to expect that. Shavkat and Ian Gary's face-off was pretty intense. One of them is 6'1", Shavkat, and the other one is 6'3", Ian Gary. They're exactly the same height. We meeting in the middle at 6'2". You're both 6'1". You're both 6'3". What we doing here? UFC height measurement guy. All good. One thing I noticed during the face-off of Shavkat and Ian Gary is how much more of Shavkat there is for his height. Ian Gary's the same height as Shavkat, but I think Shavkat has longer arms. He has a massive head in comparison to Ian Gary, which could be a big target for Ian. You never know. But he starts like looking like creepily into the soul of Ian Gary. And I'm like, damn, he's got a frame advantage. He's got wider shoulders. He's broader in general. You know what I mean? He's more full for the division. Looked like he had bigger legs, maybe. Maybe Ian Gary's got bigger legs, but he's got a much larger head than Ian Gary. And, you know what I mean? There was just a lot of advantages physically I noticed for Shavkat. But that was a really interesting face-off that they had. I don't know what more to say other than that. That was the press conference. Yeah. But trust me, it was wild, you guys. It was absolutely fucking crazy press conference, you guys. Like, you had never seen anything like this. Surely there's another clip of something that happened that I'm completely missing out on. Covington trashing Ian Gary. Oh, yeah. Kai Asakura said, I promise everyone I'll beat him by knockout. Aura. Shout out to Kai Asakura, dude. That's some high-level stuff right there. I don't know. That's it, really. That's the presser. I'll make a video on the Hill Alex Pereira thing. That's the next video I can make. So we'll see about that. But yeah, that press conference, wild, dude. Can't believe Pantoja did that with his fingers on his eyes. Fucking out of line. Thank you for watching. Toodle Pip. I'll see you later. Goodbye.